Are you challenged saving for a down payment? Did you know that Washington State has programs available to help you with your down payment? I'm going to cover some information to help you understand what opportunities are available to you. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on how these programs work because I'm not the expert in these programs, but as your realtor, I want you to know about all the options you have for purchasing a home. The information I'm going to share here is from the down payment programs webinar, February 21st, 2022. So the current state of homebuyer programs, there are many programs to assist home buyers. I'm going to focus on those in this category, which have to do with down payment and closing cost assistance. Now, as I mentioned, I'm not going to go into the details of these programs. I just want you to have awareness of what's available. Some of the terms we're going to cover include grants. Grants are gifts which do not have to be paid back. So if you get one of these funds, you don't have to pay that one back. Second mortgages, loans with very low or no interest rate where the payment may be deferred or forgiven incrementally for each year that you remain in the home. And some of these programs can be combined, and that's a discussion that you'll need to have with a lender. So where do these funds come from? Most of them come from state and local housing finance agencies. Now, there are other organizations that assist in providing home purchase assistance, but most of it will come from these state and local agencies. Common program requirements are that you must be the owner-occupant of the home, so you can't buy one as a rental or for your children or whatever. You will have some investment, so you have skin in the game, so to speak. You do have something vested in the property. You will usually need to have home buyer education. There's a free class that you take, several hours, and so that's part of it, so that you are a knowledgeable home buyer and understand what you're getting into. And then also so you understand the home buying process. And then you still must qualify for a mortgage. So you still must be financially stable, good credit, debt to credit, and good FICO score, good credit score, and you must be able to make your monthly payments. So the down payment assistance comes in several packages. Again, as I mentioned, there are grant programs, and these are just given to you if you qualify, don't need to be paid back. There are repayable second mortgages. So essentially, when we're talking about the second mortgage, this is the organization or where the funds come from actually loaning you your down payment is really what's happening here. So you get the second mortgage, and then on this one, you need to pay it back, and usually it's a low interest and kind of favorable terms for you to pay that back in addition to the first mortgage that you obtained. The deferred or silent second programs, these are often postponed and paid back usually if you refinance, sell the property, and in this case move out or rent it for any reason, then that's when these are due. The forgivable second mortgage programs are, like it says, over time, you reduce the amount that you owe back, and if you stay in the home long enough, then the total second mortgage is forgiven. So the down payment assistance can be used for things other than down payment. The most common thing, of course, is the down payment, but it can be applied to closing costs, prepaid expenses such as escrow, and some repairs. The down payment program, a lot of people call it the first-time buyer program, but this really isn't a first-time buyer program, although first-time buyers tend to take the most advantage of it. So in this case, they're defining the first-time home buyer. If you have owned a home in 3 years, but eligible buyers are actually, in addition to first-time home buyers, repeat buyers, and even current owners. Now the eligibility, and I went ahead and added to the presentation specific information to Washington State. So income limits are currently up to $160,000 of income. Sales price limits would be determined probably in the area that you're looking for. Property location I have as MLS identified, meaning in the MLS I can these properties that are eligible are identified as being eligible for the down payment assistance. And I'm just trying to find that here. So, in the MLS here, these little icons, this one, you can see on this one right here, this is what tells us that this property is eligible for the down payment resource programs. So what that means is that you simply let me know what property you're interested in, and then I look it up on the MLS, and if we got the little icon there, we're good to go. FICO scores, a minimum of 620. Also, your home ownership history will be considered, and then there's a special programs for the military service and professionals that we'll see here in a little bit. The down payment assistance program, as I mentioned, will require that you take some education. This is found at www.wshfc.org, and you'll get a certificate of completion when you're done, and that will be good for 1 year. When you click on that, when you enter that link, you'll be taken to this website, the Washington State Housing Finance Commission, and you'll go to the home ownership link here, and you'll want to go for home buyers. So you click on that link, and then down here you have your home buyer education. But then you just go down here and it says steps to get started. Attend a free home buyer education seminar. So you can click on that, and it says find a class. And so depending on if a date is more important to you or the city, I tend to go for the city because I don't want to travel too far. And I'm in Olympia, so I'm going to click the O for Olympia, and I see that there are 2 classes coming up, one on March 15th at 6:30 to 9 p.m. and then one and another one in Olympia on March 21st. Now it says you must attend all 2 or 3 sessions, so there's probably more than just the 15th that I have to find out about here. So to get registered, it says register here. This link, this isn't working. It's not a link here, so you have to contact by phone or email this person putting on the class, or you can copy and paste this link, and you may be able to register online that way. Okay, so that's how you get registered into the classes. And then anyway, it just says the classes are often required. You're HUD certified. You have online options. You'll be prepared as a buyer. And it's to help you be a successful home owner. Okay, other opportunities or other options for assistance. One is affordable first mortgage. So if maybe you don't get the down payment assistance, but maybe you'll qualify for an affordable first mortgage. So what does that involve? You get maybe a reduced interest rate, some first mortgage options, reduced mortgage insurance, which is huge because the PMI or private mortgage insurance can add $200-300 a month to your payment. Combined with down payment assistance and combined with MCCs, which are some tax credits. So again, you would need to talk with your lender and find out more about the program, the specific program, if they can be combined for your specific situation. The mortgage credit certificate, which is known as the MCC, is simply some tax credits and deductions that you can take off of the interest that you're paying for this type of program, and you have to get this set up when you file your taxes. It may not apply to all programs, but this is one option that may be helpful for your situation. So for all programs, we say all programs, we're talking about the down payment assistance, the MCC, the first affordable mortgage. We have targeted areas that you may get additional benefits if you're in, if you want to live in an area which they consider a targeted area, an area that they're trying to renovate and bring some stability to it. So there's no first-time homebuyer requirement in this area. More down payment assistance may be available. You might have a higher income limit, maybe be able to purchase a higher value home in that area. And again, there's specific locations that you may need to live in order to get the benefits for these targeted areas. There's also professions that can get additional benefits. This is because we want to encourage those who are providing great services to our community, opportunities to live in neighborhoods and provide those neighborhoods some stability. So you can read through those. If that applies to you, then you'll want to ask to see, if there's these programs offer additional benefits for you. Okay, so with all of that, how do we get started on this? And I will, if you contact me, and I'll provide you a link. If I can, it may also be down below here, below this video. And you click on this link, and you'll come to a web page, the down payment assistance web page, and you fill out some information. And then it will tell you, you'll get a list of programs that you may be eligible for. And I have listed some programs here. I had a client that did this, and when they got their results, these are all of the potential programs that they may qualify for. And each one has its own qualifications, so that you have to kind of go into a little more detail on if they actually qualify. But pretty encouraging that, at least there's these options. And these are the down payment programs only. They also qualified for some first mortgage programs. And so there were 3 of them that they may be able to get assistance with on that program also. Okay, so for your next steps, if this sounds interesting to you, something you may be able to take advantage of, what you'll want to do is meet with a lender. And if you need a recommendation for a lender that deals with DPA, not all of them do, just contact me and I will send you some qualified lenders. And so you want to establish your purchase price, when they'll get some data from you, and you want to know how much home you can purchase. And then they'll determine your loan type and DPA programs that may be suitable. Then you're going to attend the home buyer training class, so you get certified and qualify for the DPA assistance. Then you're going to want to check your DPA eligibility, and that was from the information that going into this form here, checking your eligibility. And then when you're all set up, then you'll want to contact me, and we'll set up a home search and start looking at homes and doing the fun part of home buying. Okay, so I hope you found this helpful. And again, my contact information is below, so just let me know how I can help, and best wishes in finding your home.